All right, what is going on, my fellow real estate community? I am bringing you guys another property appraiser how-to video today, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at a property that I was asked to run some comparables on that's in a completely different state than I live in. So I thought this would be a great example for me to use to show you how going into a property assessor or property appraiser's website and navigating is as simple as taking maybe an extra 15 minutes just to quickly learn it. So I have been on their site for a total of 5-10 minutes. Now I'm going to come back in and I'm going to show you exactly what it was I did and how I got this going. So we have my Google Chrome, or yes, my Chrome browser loaded right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you guys how quick this is to do. First thing you do is we're going to just type in Anderson, Indiana into Google and we're going to search for that. We're going to get our results, and I always like to just come over here and read the quick little snippet that pops up on the right hand side, and what you're going to see is it says that it's in Madison County, Indiana. So a couple things you could do. You could type in Anderson, Indiana property appraiser, or if that's not working for you, you want to actually drill in and find the actual county. And I like to do both just to make sure I'm dealing with the right place. I already have their website pulled up here in another tab, but I will just show you. You could just do Madison County property appraiser. And I like to do assessor search, appraiser search. I like to add that search word in there just to try and drill it down a little bit more. And then you would just click on one of these. So let's see, if we click on this one right here, this one you can see it takes us right to their Madison County, Alabama. That's not what we want. PA, obviously there's going to be a lot of Madison counties. That's Florida. So let's get a little more detailed. Indiana. All right, you can see these have already been clicked on by me. So I have gone into these and I had to go into two to find the right one. I'm sure you could get there through clicking around on their main site. I just went to a different link, right here, and this was it. And you can see I've already got this loaded up, so I'll close this tab. And right here, search property records. We're going to click on that. You're usually going to be asked to proceed, authorize, verify, usually something along those lines, but this is public information. And the address we're going to use, I've already got it over here on Zillow, and the address was 1305 Nickel Avenue, Anderson, Indiana. So I'm going to pull it up on Zillow. I always like to compare what I'm seeing on Zillow with what I'm seeing on the property appraiser site. Obviously, what I see on the property appraiser site is what I'm going to go by if I don't have any other information, but I do like to compare it with Zillow. In this instance, the property on Zillow has pictures to show me. It's actually giving me the house because this is one that was active on the market and it's currently pending. But you can see here, they're selling us that it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,400 square feet. It gives us our map view, but that's the basic information. And this one's not even giving us a Zestimate. But if I go over here, so we're back over here on the Madison County, Indiana search page. You can see they've got an advanced search. I'm going to click on that. And their advanced search lets you drill down and maybe search by using some other search criteria. But I'm just going to use the basic address. And on theirs, it looks like I should be able to just type that in and it'll populate. So I have already done this one. That's why you're seeing it pop up below right there. But I'm just going to type that in, hit enter. Brings us to a map. And these dots right here, again, I'm learning this at the same time. That is the house right there. Yeah, so that's the house. So actually on theirs, they throw these dots on the screen. I'm not sure what some of these other dots are. Let's see, that's for another 1305 property. So you can see they've tried plotting a couple potential searches that would have, or results that would have been the right search. But I'm going to come over here where it just gives me the actual records, and I'm going to click on the 1305 Nickel Ave. And it's going to zoom me right into the map, it looks like, which I like. I like how they're actually showing the lot lines and they're showing the properties on a map. They don't all do that, and they're all different. If you've watched any of my other property appraiser videos, you'll see they're all different. But here we go. It's got this little window here where it's got our summary. So we've got some basic home information listed here. We got the owner's name, parcel ID, address. It's telling us it's a single family dwelling. And you get some basic information here about the township. Looks like you can actually get well, I don't know why that's not clickable right now. It could be the fact that I'm using a Google or a Chrome browser. But the sketch image is not popping up, but I think we're going to be able to see that somewhere else. You can see transfer history, so we can see the most recent sale was $15,000 on 2016. Looks like it's got an adjusted value of $89,000 right now. We got some neighborhood information, again, more sales information similar to the transfer history. Improvement info, I love improvement info. If they have that on the property appraiser, it's always good because each county is going to be a little different, whether this is only items that were permitted or if it's an item that actually would have to get logged on the property appraiser site, such as a garage or maybe a shed, that type of a building on the property. It won't always necessarily put like a roof or something like that under improvements, but sometimes you might see that, so just double check it. Taxes, that's usually going to take you to an own tax appraiser site or tax collector site. We're not going to click on that. Our property card, which it's giving us an error right now, which is interesting. I don't know why we're getting an error on that. We might reload this. Forms, sales disclosure, appeals, oil and gas form coming soon. That's interesting. And then a street view. I like that. I like how you have a street view right from their assessor site. It's interesting. See how robust it is. Seems to work pretty good. And I think that's our property right there. Yes, that is the property. And look at that overgrown grass. Perfect. So property card. I'm going to refresh my page here. Not quite sure. See, here we go. It worked that time. All right, I wonder if the sketch would work as well. Nope, sketch still doesn't work. So we're under property card, and this is going to be the information that we want. And the one thing is I'm going to click on full screen right down here. And then we got these two awesome sheets that are great to save to your file for a property or attach to a CRM system if you're using that, or just print out if you're going to visit this property. But here you go. Here is all the information you need, and this is usually what you want to get to when you're on a property appraiser site. It's finding the property card. Everything that we just navigated and clicked through, all those little individual tabs that are right on here, all that information should be on your property card. And a lot of property appraiser sites I'm starting to see are using that property card term. If they didn't have it already, they're starting to have it, and it's like a centralized location for all the information. Again, I don't really need to run through this because I think at the very top is all that same information we just went over. You get some information on the land size here, what some assessed values might be for that actual acreage of the 0.12 acres. What else? So this is a page that's important. So this is one that we're going to use to compare to Zillow. Down here is where it's going to list the full bathrooms, half bathrooms, and that's something to take consideration in. When you see 2 bathrooms on Zillow, I don't think Zillow, and I could be wrong, you could correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure Zillow does not do half bathrooms. So when you see 3-bedroom, 2-bath, to me that's a huge difference than a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. I'm going to comp a property a little less because it's not a full bathroom. It's not used the same. But there was something that I gained by reviewing the property appraiser site, and it was that knowing that this square footage here, which gets used in calculations to determine your sales price based on your square footage and your price per square foot, that square footage is not what shows on property appraiser. So if you look down here under the summary of improvements, you can see right here where it's listing the house at 2128, so 2,028 square feet. So Zillow is showing us what the finished area square footage is of 1428, but if you come in here and you look at your actual sketch mixed in with what they're showing here, what we can tell from this and what we gain knowledge-wise from this is that there's a basement of 700 square feet that's not finished, that's why it's got that 0 next to it, that could get finished and added into the square footage, therefore taking this house into a whole different price point than if it's not finished. So when I ran my numbers on this property, I came up with a value somewhere between 65 and 75, just in good livable condition. You could bump that up maybe just another 10,000 if it was actually a nice rehab with like granite counters and new luxury vinyl plank flooring, that sort of thing. But as soon as you add that square footage, you are looking at numbers with 6 figures. So you could get essentially 100,000 for this house if you finish off that basement and you just got nice finishes all around. So really that's what I wanted to show you, just a quick dive into the Madison County, Indiana property appraiser site, and I hope you got something out of that. I try to not make these too long because there's a lot of counties across the entire United States to cover, but just another example of how easy it is to go to an area that you've never been before. I'm sitting down here in Florida right now and just get information that you need to better analyze a property and hopefully find out if it's a deal or not for you. So until next time, keep buying properties, keep making offers, and I hope you land yourself a deal. Catch you guys on the next video.